Hi, welcome. This is Alita St. James live from her healing studio in Hell's Kitchen, New York. This is our second broadcast with our inspirational talk today on growing through the challenges of the pandemic. And then we're going to do a global meditation that deals with sending energy to help the healthcare workers, the doctors, the first responders, the volunteers, and the people that are hit with this situation so that they heal and we all remain safe. In numbers, there is an amazing strength. We need to vibrationally shift the planet right now from fear into faith, courage, creativity, and solutions. As a healer, my solution is to gather groups of people together to lift the vibration and to see the positive outcome of everything that we want to happen. And I've been hearing about miracles from the broadcast, the 21-day quick shift elixir that I'm doing on Instagram, on Facebook. You should really check in. I think we're on our 14th day. It doesn't matter. You could start from day one. But what you need is the support and the help to keep on keeping on when the fear hits. And I'm sure many of you are feeling that because I know my clients that are doing remotes will, get in touch with me and say, I am just getting overwhelmed by this fear. What's happening? Well, this is what's happening. What's happening is that every deep subconscious wound that you've gone through as a child that's been imprinted on you, also as an adolescent and as an adult, and it's getting triggered by the survival that's going on right now in the planet. And so even if you're fine, people are actually calling me up and going, oh my God, I think I have it. How many people out there think you have it, right? Let me clue you in. You have to have a high fever. This is not for everybody, but this is for mostly everybody. Take your temperature only twice a day, okay? Then you need to have like respiratory problems that, you're the old person who can barely walk down the street, all right? Most of you don't have that. You can have a tickle. You can have something going on in your throat. That is not corona. And then, may I say diarrhea? Yes, diarrhea can hit. And also, there's one more thing that I can't remember, but I'm telling you, if you don't have those three, most probably you don't have it. You can have a slight cold. You can have allergies. Allergies are rampant right now. And you can have another kind of flu. It doesn't have to be corona. So when that comes up, I want you to say cancel, take a deep breath, go through the symptoms that you're supposed to be showing, and then shift it to creativity. And that brings me into the talk for today. I have seen in my own life, because I'm compelled to do these videos and to put things out on the internet that normally I wouldn't be doing, that I have changed my life in a drastic way, in a way. I've done videos before, I've done remotes before, but now I'm really doing videos. I'm really doing remotes. My whole practice is remote. And miracles are starting to happen. Normally, I wouldn't realize that. And my clients that are used to coming to see me, they're making major shifts because we are looking at what is the core issue that keeps on revolving and revolving in your life. For instance, is it that I'm not lovable, or that I never get what I want, or tremendous financial stress, even if you have money? This is the amazing thing. It doesn't matter if you have money. Everybody has a number. You can have $5,000 in the bank. You can have 25 million in the bank. But if your number is higher than that, psychologically, you're going to feel, I'm really struggling. I'm in survival. If, for instance, you feel like you're not good enough, then it's going to come up like, okay, I'm not good enough. I'm definitely going to get this situation happening because all these things always happen to me. Or I'm going to get drop kicked just when I thought that my life was taking off, my finances were in order, this and that was happening, flattened. So I want you to personally look at what is running you when you go into a panic, because that is the issue that you need to shift up your vibrational rate, because honestly speaking, you have to tell yourself it's a lie. Now, I'm not to say that you don't connect to what you're emotionally feeling, because I do emotional release work and healing. Out of chaos comes clarity in the emotional body. I learned that through my mentor, my teacher, Thurman Scott, who is an actor, director, coach, who's amazing, who took me and a group of actors through primal therapy from 6 at night to 2 o'clock in the morning, and we put it into action and plays. But I will tell you that when you're in those primal spaces of survival, you're going to feel like you're sinking. It's going to feel really chaotic. But if you hold on and you have the ability to go through it and grow through it, you'll come to the other end of it. And that's why emotional release work, healing work, therapy, everything that you can possibly do right now, it's a call to action for you to shift up. What are you personally learning and doing differently than you did before this whole quarantine started? Are you allowing yourself to breathe and be with yourself? Most people can't be with themselves. Look, you can go off to a meditation, ashram, certainly I have. You can put yourself in a hut, and certainly I have. And you can do all the things, but you have to integrate it into your life. It can't be, okay, now I'm going to do 15 minutes of meditation and then go back to being crazy. You can't really do that when you're isolated. You have to keep your life like a meditation. You have to focus on not letting the monkey mind go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you have it. Release, breathe, center, go over the steps, tell yourself, I'm fine. Right now, I'm safe. And then what you do is you look at what the issue is. And you shift it, you heal it. You hold it in terms of the technique that I use. You hold it for the count of 5 and then release it into a gold sun. And then you do that until it clears. That's the clear shift. And then we recreate in terms of, how do I want to feel? I want to feel safe. I want to feel connected. So when we get through with this, everyone that's doing the work is going to be at a higher vibrational shift level than before. I wrote this book, Life Shift, I don't know, 16 years ago. I was using the word shift. I was using the word shift for 35, 40, 50. I'm going to date myself. I can't say 72 years because I didn't come out of the womb saying, let's shift. But I will tell you, it's been in the collective that we need to vibrationally shift. We are 4 bodies. We have the physical, we have the emotional. They are the densest. It's harder to shift them out of fear. But if with the breathing techniques and the light techniques and the understanding of how to shift, get my book, Life Shift, like Go and Live Your Dream. It helps you in terms of if you can't get a remote with me and anything else, the breathing techniques that are out on the internet. Do everything that you possibly can. Light work. Feed yourself with inspiration, but not just from your head, because the mental is very, very important. And then, of course, the spiritual. But if you don't get the emotional and the physical bodies in a higher vibrational rate, you are not going to be able to integrate what you know on a mental level and what you know on a spiritual level, and allow that spiritual energy to come in and help lift you, because you're blocking it. You can't pretend I am connected to God where everything is beautiful and I am, in the hands of the universe, and underneath in your first, second, and third chakras, you are vibrating hopelessness, death, insecurity, worthlessness. Get over it. This is your time to shift up. And this is your time to say, you know what? I am going to vibrate to what I want and not what I don't want. I want to vibrate and lift the planet to a place of healing and understanding, because nothing after this coronavirus is going to be the same. The healthcare system is going to change. People's relating to each other is going to change. And you know that right now you're changing. As I talk to you, you're shifting. Brain cells of recognition of who you really are starting to come in, because I am transferring that frequency to you. This is a inspirational talk, but it's also a transference of energy to shift your vibrational rate. And that's why it's so important to connect in. I would appreciate you sharing all the thoughts that you have, because when I finished the broadcast last week, I had a ton of text messages. But I think it's really important that you share, on the internet and Instagram or Facebook, because people are all feeling the same thing. And then you get that sense of connection. So we're staying safe by being separate, but then we need our spiritual community of connection and understanding and empathy. Empathy is so important because we're all in the same boat. Absolutely. Whether you have gazillions and billions of dollars, look, Prince Charles wound up with the corona. Who would think, right? And he's certainly moving around in the way he needs to move around. And people that are in low income and squashed housing, we're all in the same boat. It's just that if we join together collectively, energetically, we can't all be out in the front lines. That's why it's so important to do this meditation today and help those people. If we join energetically, we're spiritual warriors, and that is tremendously powerful. How can prayer groups help heal people that have cancer? Stage 4 cancer, think about it. Just think about it. Joe Dispenza talks about how he was doing a triathlon. He got hit by a truck. And then all of a sudden, they took him to the hospital and they said, and he's a chiropractor, we have to, broke it in 2 places. We're going to operate, but you probably won't be able to walk. Well, he wasn't going to have any of that. He said, leave me alone. Let me do my thing. I had nothing to lose. And so he visualized and he went every single waking moment that he possibly could, even when the self-doubt came up, of seeing his spine totally healed. And in 12 days, he walked out of that hospital. My father was in World War II. He had horrible pneumonia. He was in New Orleans. He was in ICU. The doctors came in. He was in a coma and said, this is a dead man. And in that coma, he said, I will to live. I just got married to a beautiful wife, and I am going to walk out of this hospital. And the next day, he did. You have that power within inside of yourself to transcend the fear and to shift up. You have the power not only in your own life to see what are the issues you need to heal and change during this time, this pandemic, that you will, and also how can you add to the health of this planet and to the changes that need to be made in this planet. It's like the universe said, you know what, this is crazy. I'm locking you down. You're going into your own spaces and you're going to have to deal with some issues here because we can't keep on going on like this. I mean, who knows, in 50, 100 years, we might be in underground cities if we keep going the way we are. Our children, I mean, the pollution alone. I've been told by my clients in LA, they finally can go out and breathe. Look at China. That must be, a newsflash to them. They're not in the smog. They're not in the horrible stuff with the carbon. Why can't we get carbon filters? Why can't we do things of that nature? We can, but our focus hasn't been there. And we're going to bring the planet down. But this is an absolute challenge to raise yourself up and look at how you can raise up the planet so that we can survive with God consciousness and oneness and humanity rather than greed and ridiculousness and lies. That's what this is about. So now what I'd like you to do, you can look at me because I'm going to transfer energy. And I want you to also think about what it is in the beginning of this meditation that you need to shift. What is your personal issue? And then we're going to go into global healing. Very important, okay? So I want you to imagine that there is an amethyst sun 6 inches above your head. And this amethyst sun is radiant. It's called Radiant Warrior. And the energy comes in through the top of your head and goes through your whole body. Drop your jaw and just breathe into your chest, abdomen, and exhale. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Breathing in and out, and in and out. And then I want you to feel that you're really stepping into that healing vortex that we've been building with this group. You can actually feel the presence and the power of that fifth dimensional energy where all things are possible, and it's total unconditional love. And just allow yourself to breathe that in. And then I want you to focus on your heart center right between your breasts and ask yourself, what is the issue that keeps nagging at me, keeps barking at my heels, doesn't make me feel happy, constantly makes me feel like I'm missing the train, I'm not on the merry-go-round, I'm watching life. Doesn't matter how much I have. How do I feel? How do you feel? And it's okay, whatever it is. We're here to shift it. You are, and you have feelings. You are not your feelings. You are something bigger. You are unconditional love. So let's shift it. So breathe, feel those feelings for the count of 5. Surround them with the breath. And I'm going to use the drum again to help you release. And I want you to do that for a little bit while I'm doing the drum until it feels clear. And then we can shift you into, this is the issue that I am shifting, and this is how I need to feel. Unconditional love for myself and others. The fact that I am magnificent. The fact that I am awesome. The fact that I can do many things. The fact that I'm lovable. The fact that I deserve financial abundance and financial freedom. The fact that I have friends and I open up to being loved and receiving the support of others. Shift up to those ideas and those frequencies, and you will be in a miracle creating existence. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath in, feel the issue. Hold it for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. exhale. And now I want you to repeat after me and open up your eyes. I am the light. The light is within me. The light moves throughout me. The light surrounds me. The light protects me. I am the light. I am the light. The light is within me. The light moves throughout me. The light surrounds me. The light protects me. I am the light. Thank you, Connie Newton. And then I want you to just imagine or visualize the next level of the shift for yourself. The unconditional love. The accepting the fact that you're awesome, that you're magnificent, that you're amazing, that you will do great things. And you are doing great things. Celebrate. You deserve. Open up to receive support. Release the struggle. Open up to having. Breathe. Feel the light. And in that very strong place, what I want you to do right now is send love right from your heart center. And I'm seeing that amethyst light go out to the planet and accelerate the ability for us globally to take care of our health care practitioners, our doctors, our first responders, our volunteers that are on the line every day, that are seeing people die. They're putting them into refrigeration trucks and they have to go on. See them receiving all the equipment that they need to keep themselves safe and to help them save others with respirators and tests. Accelerate that process. Break through the greed and stupidity that's going on out there and accelerate that energy by seeing it happen. No more complaining. Shift up. See it happening. See it healing. And then feel the good feeling about taking the stress off of those people and giving them the tools so they can do their job and not put their lives at risk. That is not the way it's supposed to be. Envelop the whole globe in this amethyst and hot pink, and now I'm seeing violet energy. And accelerate the end of this pandemic and accelerate the help and support that needs to come in now. And say right now, now. We need the help now, and see it happening. Ask and it shall be given. If we do not ask, it will not be given. Ask for yourself, but right now, ask for the globe, the planet, and all there is. This is a time of great learning and shifting for everyone. Be that spiritual warrior in your life and in the lives of others. You will make a difference. You have that power. And I also want to send energy to all the birthdays, all the Aries, especially to Bailey and my dear brother Curtis. May you live and experience the most magnificent year. My love and blessings to you on your journey. Live from the Healing Studio in Hell's Kitchen, New York. See you next week, Alita St. James. Remember, share. In numbers, there is strength.